It'll be the first proton beam therapy centre to be built in the UK, meaning this type of radiotherapy used to treat cancer is currently not available here, with patients travelling abroad at a huge cost to the NHS.
We're here for a groundbreaking event, and while we own part of the building, we need additional space for the Proton Beam Therapy Centre, and we've just got through planning permission, and that groundbreaking has started now with the Minister digging the first turf.
What is proton beam therapy?
Well, proton beam therapy is a form of radiation, but this is, instead of radiation irradiating right through the body, this hits a defined point. So it's a heavy particle and it hits a defined point, and then the energy drops off on something called the Bragg peak. So what it does is it saves the tissues either side of the tumour site.
The major milestone in cancer treatment was launched by Science Minister Edwina Hart.
Very much delighted to be here today, and it's wonderful to think that in 2 weeks they'll be on site and they will be built in. Look, if we got a chance of getting this, let's get it to Wales. We had excellent relationships, I think, with my officials, discussions and everything. So we're very pleased that it's here, and we're very pleased that it will be available eventually for Welsh patients to save them going abroad.
And so previously patients have had to travel
Yes.
abroad, elsewhere. What does this mean for the patients and the NHS?
Well, I think it means an awful lot for individual patients. As you know, when people sometimes have very bad news, they'll search the world for the appropriate treatment. The important thing is that there are proven results with this treatment, and it's good that we're now having it within the UK, within Wales.
The centre at Celtic Springs Business Park in Newport is due to be completed by next year. Lloyd Evans was diagnosed with cancer in 2005. He researched different types of treatment and decided to go for proton beam therapy, but says at the time the stress of having to travel away took its toll.
Being ill and having a serious condition is difficult enough. Having to be abroad and be on your own for a period of 2 months whilst having treatment for that condition, it was quite lonely. I mean, the staff and the people out there who were treating me were amazing, but not everybody spoke English. My French and German isn't great. I know no Swiss whatsoever. So it was quite a lonely existence.
Could you imagine what it would be like if you didn't have that proton therapy?
I don't think I'd be as fit and healthy as I am now. I don't think I'd have as good quality of life as I have now, and I don't think I'd have as good an interaction with my children and my partner as I do now.
Judging from the data from other countries that have done surveys, we need about 18 centres in the UK. So this is really still a drop in the ocean of the demand. It takes at least 2 years to build a centre. They're very expensive, the equipment's very expensive. But I think by 2020, which is actually less than 4 years away now, we'll see a tremendous drive to get proton machines in every radiotherapy department.